Hello people, this is Lots07 here, and this time we are doing some Showdown Live. Showdown Live indeed. It has been quite a while since we have done just that. Just that indeed. So, today was a pretty, well, it was a very upsetting day in a way. Until I fell over with my bike. I mean, after that, the day has been pretty good. I mean, it was a very, well, let's say that it was a very refreshing experience to go through. But anyway, we are going to do some NU this time with the team that I built alongside with Fluffy Enigma, a friend of mine, in real life friend actually, so yeah, a person who is actually planning to do some things on his YouTube channel, so you better be prepared when he starts to uploading. But yeah, the team what we built, it's pretty much a joke in a way, so you don't really have to expect much from it, but it was just there to be fun. So yeah, let's go and look for a battle! Look for a battle indeed. So here we have a opponent who is carrying a Miltank, Erosion, Golurk, Sock, a Proper Pass, and a Fracture. So, looking at the possible leads, I guess that the biggest thing that my opponent has is a Proper Pass, so I could go with Bookman right off the bat, but I think that I could just go with my Atari as the opponent is gonna lead off with the Proper Pass. So, I'm just gonna wanna break it sturdy and go with Power Ripper, as the opponent is gonna set up the Stealth Rocks. Okay, now that they have set up, I can bring in Goodman because I would assume that they would go with Wall Switch, and thus they do. So here I'm expecting that they might want to consider bringing in their own Golurk. So I would just go with that and go with Shadow Punch, but I'm just gonna lather my Stealth Rocks around. They're just gonna go with that power, so I'm expecting that they don't really know that the Golurks tend to carry Dynamic Punch! They're just gonna bring in the Golurk of their own. I'm just gonna fly off as they go with Shadow Punch and take me out. So that's no bueno, that's no bueno. So here I'm thinking that, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna bring in Joseph's. We are gonna bring in the Joseph and then go with Crunch! So Crunch will be boosted by Dark Gem, and it does a reasonable 39% of damage, so yeah, and then we are just gonna go with Sucker Punch! Sucker Punch should be able to do a decent bit amount of damages to this defense lowered Sock, so that is very nice on our behalf, even though it's a resisted hit. And the opponent is gonna bring in a Fracture. Fracture is gonna go in, and that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad because I'm pretty sure this Fracture here is gonna set up a DD or a substitute, but I cannot allow that to happen. No, I mustn't allow this Fracture to set up a sub. I mustn't. So here I'm thinking that maybe they might wanna go with the Dragon Dust or Outrage right off the bat as they do. So now I have locked them into Outrage, and that is pretty nice for me because I get to, well, I guess I could just wish up or just scold my opponent for using a Fracture in the first place, hoping for the burn, but I don't get it. So that's pretty bad, so I'm just gonna let my Last Crusade fall down and bite the dust, as the opponent is gonna get confused, and now I can bring in my Atari, or I can bring in my Shockment. I guess I could just start bringing in my Shockment and then just go from there. I would assume that my opponent would consider switching out, but I don't think that they want to bring Golurk just yet, so yeah. I think that I could go with Agility. Agility indeed. As the opponent is not gonna bring in a Miltank indeed. So here I'm just gonna go with Magnet Bullshit Thunderbolt! And it does 82%. 82 %. That damage. I am stunned. I am stunned by this. So I'm just gonna go with Thunderbolt as the opponent. He's gonna be have a choice Scarfed Sock. So that's something what I should keep in mind. Now I'm just gonna be and then just go from there. Here I'm thinking that I am pretty sure that I will be able to take one hit from this thing, and then the opponent is gonna bring in the Erosion, and I'm just gonna, okay, we're gonna drop a Dracom! And it's gonna do a 66%. That's pretty nice. They're gonna set up a calm mind, and that's pretty nice as well because we get to take it out. Oh, we almost get to take it out with Dragon Claw, but we fail. Miserable failure was handed upon us. However, the sock should be coming in now, and unless they think that they are slower, what I do have my doubts about, and they bring in the Golurk. Not sure exactly why, but guess they wanted to get the Drain Punch off and just go with that. Yeah, I'm just thinking, okay, Joseph should be faster than this thing, right? So I'm just gonna set up a substitute, and the opponent is gonna bring in a Fracture. That's pretty neato. So I'm just gonna set up my sub and then go with my Crunch. Crunchy Munchy, my opponent has to go with Outrage. So that's pretty nice, and I get to take it out. I get that delicious Maxi Boost, and that's just gonna be absolutely brilliant. Brilliant indeed. And they are just gonna bring in Sock. I'm gonna Sucker Punch them, and it fails to KO, and the Sock is now a massive problem indeed. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring in my Atari, but is not gonna be able to deal with this Sock right over here because I should be able to take one close combat, but the Golurk has the Drain Punch and it is faster, so it's a GG at this point. So yeah, that's that first match. So yeah, that's the greatest team. So yeah, we are gonna do a second battle. The second battle on the tier of this team, what my opponent has. It is pretty interesting. However, we're just gonna lead off with Pokémon. Pokémon indeed. They are just gonna lead off with Butterfree. Obviously, I believe that they are gonna lead off with Butterfree for one certain thing. That being Sleep Powder. And it misses. Yippee. So they're just gonna go with Sleep Powder, and that's really nice on my behalf, because now I get to bring in my Pokémon in once more, and they are just gonna set up a Quirrell, and that doesn't really matter to me all that much if I get my Stealth Rocks up, and I'm just gonna get my Stealth Rocks up, and my opponent has a very Stealth Rock weak team, so that's all fine and dandy. So they are just gonna go with the Bug Mouse round this turn, I believe, as they do just that. So here the Butterfree is not a huge threat to me because I can deal with this thing quite easily by one thing and one thing only. You see, I can go with the normal gem boosted explosion! And that Atari does just that every single time you use it. It goes boom! So I'm just gonna bring in my Junior, and as the opponent is gonna bring in the Scolipede. Scolipede is not much of a problem, but I just really want to drop a Draco Meteor upon it. And it's just gonna take it out. Draco plays boosted Draco Meteors are taking down Scolipedes. What a surprise. The Biscuit will come in, and I'm not really sure what this thing is gonna go for. Perhaps Wild Charge maybe, as it does. It is gonna do a hefty amount of damages to my last Crusade, and yeah, now I'm just gonna bring in my Shockment and then just go from there. The opponent is gonna go with Wild Charge once more, and it's all fun and dandy. So here I'm just gonna thinking, okay, they might bring in an Altaria, indeed. So I'm not quite sure what exactly are they gonna do. I'm just thinking that maybe we could Scald it, but I'm thinking that we should either bring Gunnar or just Combine up. They're gonna drop a Draco Meteor crit us, and that is no bueno. That's no bueno. So here I'm just gonna bring in my Shockment, and I'm thinking that maybe I should be able to wake this bloody thing of mine up, and the opponent is gonna bring in Boris, man, and Boris. What is a male Boris? And what's interesting indeed. I wake up on second turn, go with Thunderbolt, 251% of damage as the opponent retaliates with critical latest fly check and gets a Spectate drop on me. Joyful. So here I'm just gonna thinking, okay, we're just gonna go with Thunderbolt again, and the opponent is gonna bring in Baskerville. Baskerville the Gardevoir, and that's all fun and dandy for me. I'm just gonna bring in my Joseph to take the Signal Beam, and yeah, the opponent is gonna have a I'm gonna have a very troublesome problem here, and I'm just thinking, okay, just don't KO with Psychic, but it does. God. Okay. here's the thing. I cannot do a damn thing about this anymore. I mean, it's a GG at this point. Hot damn, it's GG. So, anyway, 1/3 battle before we finish off with the losing streak of ours. The losing streak of ours. So yeah, yeah, Showdown Live, losing all the games with the team that I made with my pal. So here my opponent has a very, very nice team because I get to use my Tari as my lead. So here I'm just gonna go boom on turn 1. They're just gonna go with Ice Punch, predicting my goaler. No chance, explosion! And that's gonna end up the primate. But now I'm just gonna think, okay, they probably are assuming that I wouldn't bring in my goaler in, so I'm just gonna bring in my oh so precious Shockment. So here I'm just gonna set up an agility as I assume that my opponent might consider using Protect on this turn. They go Nice Slash. I don't really know why they do just that. They're just gonna have the Toxic Orb activate on the Zangoose as I Volt Switch out. I get a critical hit on the Zangoose, and that's not exactly what I was hoping for, but whatever, it doesn't really matter all that much. So here I'm thinking that maybe I could go bring in Kunorath, and Kunorath should be able to handle with the opposing forces quite well, except for the Electrode, which obviously has the HPIs. The HPIs is rather obvious, but I don't really have much to take that with this team, because, well, honestly, if we look at this team, it's very unbalanced. It's not really all that great, and yeah, but it was fun to... They use one up. Okay, let's drop a Draco Meteor, and they are just gonna take it out with a Ice Beam. Ice Beam indeed. So yeah, here I'm thinking, okay, here I'm just gonna possibly be able to take one hit from this thing, but I'm thinking that maybe they are just gonna consider bringing in the Vormadam Sandy, as I assume. So I'm bringing my Last Crusade. Now I get a free opportunity to Calm Mind Up. Calm Mind Up indeed. My Last Crusade gets to be the Last Crusade for my opponent indeed. Because here's the fact. They're just gonna set up Stealth Rocks. No matter. I get to Calm Mind Up once more. And now it is my chance. It is my duty to set up my wish. They're just gonna go with Taunt, huh? Well, whatever. I'm just gonna scold my opponent for using a Electrode with Charge Beam. And now my Scald will be doing a very, very nice amount of damage to my opponent's Electrode, which is very, very nice for me. So my Last Crusade is able to take a Thunderbolt pretty well, and the Electrode is going down. It is befallen. The Electrode is befallen the mighty beast in Electrode. The Electrode Executor will come in, and I would assume that if they want to take me out, but I take them out within a power bug, but I didn't expect! I thought I would be slower, but no! I'm faster! I'm faster than a freaking Executor, and I take it out! Woo! That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting indeed. I get to scold this Swanna here, and that's all fine and dandy. This is all fine and good. This is just absolutely fantastic. The opponent is gonna use S-Slash on me twice, not flinch me either of the times, and that's absolutely brilliant. And I will not probably just sack my poke right here and just be setting up for my last final attack. My final attack with Joseph's. Because now I get to go with Sock. Oh, so you want me to use my dog cam later, right? Very well then, we shall bring in Bookman. We shall bring in Bookman indeed. Bookman will be taking that signal beam very easily, and now I will just go with Flying Gem Fly. Brilliant. This is just absolutely brilliant. Because I'm just gonna take this Rock Blast really well, and now I'm just gonna use my Flying Gem Fly. Stefan is gonna protect. Huh. Interesting maneuver. Interesting maneuver indeed. So we're just gonna go with Dynamic Punch, confuse my opponent, and then go from there. They're just gonna set up Stealth Rocks this turn, and that's all fine and dandy, because now I get my opportunity to go with my Fly, and now my Fly should be connecting, and they're just gonna snap out from the confusion. That's pretty bad on my behalf. But it doesn't really matter all that much. I guess I could just set up my Stealth Rocks for this Swanna here. So that's just all fun and dandy. I will be taking that Rock Blast really relatively well. So yeah, Golurk will be taking that rock blast quite well, and I'm gonna retaliate with dynamic punch! And now I'm thinking that maybe if they consider switching out to Swan-Eye, HP will find a daddy for my behalf, because the fact remains to be that they are just gonna protect up and go with that. So I'm just thinking that, okay, we're gonna go with the dynamic punch once more. Confuse our opponent once more. Make them hit themselves in confusion. Now I'm just gonna prepare for my final attack. Go with my fly, hoping that my opponent will be confused on the next turn. And let's see if I get what I want. And they end up ending their confusion in this turn as well. How unfortunate indeed. This Golurk for Madame Sandy situation is not all that great. However, I get to confuse it once more. Now I shall prepare myself to go with the fly. Once again, fly up high, and now I shall go with the fly. And they are gonna snap out from the confusion again. So they don't really want to, well, struggle with this. So I'm just gonna go with the dynamic punch once more. Once again, we shall go with the dynamic punch. And now I'm just gonna fly up. And this time, I'm hoping that this would be the time when the confusion would end. I could have gone with Stone Edge all this time, but I really want to take this thing down with my fly. I really do want to take it out with my fly. So because Pokémon is a flying Golurk, and flying Golurk is just freaking brilliant. So they're just gonna hit themselves in their confusion once again. And now they are gonna get the protect even if they are confused. So yeah, this is not all that great because now I have to go with the Stone Edge. And then just take that one out. Absolutely brilliant as the opponent is gonna forfeit. So yeah, that will be the game for that. The last game will be the game of the ages, and yeah, I believe that this will be concluding our Showdown Live with the terrible team with me and my friend Fluffy Enigma made up. However, I really would like to use some things we have going with this team later on, like the Explosion Licky. It is a pretty good anti-lead. I've been testing out it on the another team, and also I want to try out more the Agility Ampharos, and then the Mixed Draco Plate Altaria. Because Draco Plate boosts your Dragon type stabs, and most of the time people don't have much for dragons on the tier of NU. So you can use that, and also I think that the Mixed Altaria would be able to do some work on NU. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for enduring my Showdown Live, and yeah, I hope that next time I would be more enthusiastic, I would have more things going on, but, well, this time I felt a bit different. This time I was feeling a bit, well, different, and in a way, we really did narrate some good Showdown Live with this team with Fluffy Enigma himself. However, it really didn't work out as well, because the thing is that the video got corrupted, and I wanted to really upload that, but I couldn't, so I'm just kinda doing this in compensation of just that. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, thank you guys for enduring, yes, I say it twice, thank you guys for enduring that as well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and like always, leave a like, leave a comment, and have a fine day!